Back again with another video. Today's video, I'm going to show everybody how to work a candle. I was getting a lot of calls on it, some people asked, so I'm going to go ahead and show you that. For today, we're just going to use a white candle. There's several things you need to look for in any candle you get. The most important thing is the anchor. Make sure it's in the middle, as close as you can get it. If it's off to the sides, don't get it. That means that candle is going to burn black. As I said in the previous video, I never showed how to read candles, but I'll fill you in on that in a minute. The top, make sure it's like a glassy white, okay? Surprisingly, Dollar Tree has good candles. That's where this one came from. It's mostly white candles. I hadn't seen colored candles. You want to take the stickers off. Make sure it's a very clean candle before you use it. There's other things to look for. If you're buying the candle, make sure all the wax is completely against the casings. They got some that have air pockets, and you can see a gap from the glass to the wax itself. Don't use that. It's an air pocket. That's something happened during manufacturing. But the important thing is make sure the bottom part is centered. Okay. The top isn't cracked or old looking. Take the white emblems off it. Alright. Now that's what to look for if you buy a candle offline from Botanica or Voodoo Shop. You might get it where it's off center. I wouldn't use it because it's going to turn black. After you take that off, you want to cleanse the candle with either Florida water or rum. I use New Orleans rum, between New Orleans rum or Bavincourt. That's the two rums I use. I try to stay away from the spice rums because after a while the spices that they use will settle into a glob of shit at the bottom. What you want to do is take your Florida water, open it up, apply it to your hands, take it and make sure you cleanse the candle on the bottom, and then take some and rub along the inside at the top. The reason for doing this is you're cleaning the candle. Once again, people can grab it either from manufacturing or at the stores or whatever, and whatever intentions they may have or negativity or positivity they may have when they're touching this casing, some residue is going to stick. You don't want none of that, okay? So like I said, use your Florida water or your rum and rub the candle with it, pour it in your hand and rub the candle on the bottom and at the top, okay? Now the candle's been cleansed on the outside. There's 3 ways I know of to charge a candle, okay? The first way is to take some of your essential oils. This is for dark work. This is some money oil I made up. And this is some protection, good luck oil. Whatever one you're using, essential oil you're using, you can take it, let's say the good luck oil. Take the good luck oil on your finger and go inside the candle and just make a circle. And you can take your herbs if you want. That have to be dried herbs. It has to be dried real good. Crush them up and then sprinkle it inside the casing. That's one way. Another way is to take, I usually use a chopstick, or you can buy the wooden shish kebab skewers, and insert it into the candle all the way down till it stops at the bottom of the casing. You want to do that on each corner, okay? Like you're making a cross, a sign of the crossroads. After you inserted it and you made your holes, you can take your oil and pour drops in each hole. I'll find if you're going to do that, it's best to buy one of these at Walmart, Kmart. Kmart's closed now. Any place, pharmacies that have an eyedroppers. Take your oil, and what you do is basically just, fill it up and insert it in the hole, dropping your oil. Now, if you're going to use herbs with it, once again, make sure your herbs are dried and crushed up, and take it and sprinkle it inside the holes. Okay. Another way that you can do is I do it, and it's time consuming, but I feel it really charges the candle up. You take the candle, place it in a pot, a high top pot with water. Turn the flames on. It doesn't have to become boiling water, but when it starts getting hot, you just sit the candle inside of it and allow the wax to melt. Okay? When the wax is melted, I gotta hit myself. Before you put it in the pot, stick your skewer or whatever you want across the top and tape the wick onto the skewer to make sure that the anchor stays centered. Okay? Because once the wax moves, it might move around. When the wax is melted, you can take your oils, drip it inside the melted wax, take your herbs, watching the whole time if it's falling. Okay, what you're doing is supercharging the candle, what I call it. The whole candle is becoming charged up now. It works real good even with the, like I said, with the 4 holes. Just on the top, you can do it, but I feel when it gets to about right here, the essential oils and everything has probably burned itself off. It is no longer in the candle. The last procedure is a little bit longer. It takes a little bit more. Just remembering that you have to stick something across the top, tape the wick onto the anchor running across the top to keep the wick anchor in the middle. Okay. After that, you take it. After it cools off, or use some oven gloves because the glass is going to be kind of warm. Take it and place it in the refrigerator. Let the wax harden back up again. The reason I said about the anchor, I don't read candles. I never showed that. I happened to be in Miami a few years ago at a botanica with one of my uncles, and we were standing along a wall that was full of candles. I mean, solid novena candles. The candles with the images on it. They had everything there. I mean, shut your mouth candles, come to me candles, run devil run candles. And a young lady came in to the botanica, and a young white lady. She had a casing in a paper bag. She took it out and showed it to the lady behind the counter. And we could see it was all black, And man, these people started crossing themselves and speaking tongues and shit. She was calling everybody that worked in the botanic over there, showing it to them. They crossing themselves. She takes the candle, walks from behind the counter to the storeroom. Now, mind you, we standing there against a wall of candles. And it hit both of us at the same time. The first time this lady came in, they sold her a candle off center, telling her, bring it back, let us look at it. Knowing damn good and well it was going to burn black. Now, they played on this woman's fear. I mean, doing all that shit. The poor lady looked like she figured if she stepped outside the door, she was going to get hit by a city bus. So the lady went to the back, came back to the front, and had another candle for her. Now, they were putting stuff on the counter, giving this lady, and when it was all said and done, the bill came up to about $675 from what I could hear. And the look on a woman's face, she was willing to do anything. And last thing the lady told, she said, when this candle burns, bring it back to us. Let us look at it. And when we left, we was talking about it. I said, yeah, that candle going to burn clean. And they're going to tell her, we caught it. You okay now? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you okay. You out of $600 some odd dollars you just gave them, okay. Some people read candles. They talk about the flickering flame and what it does is what it does that. Well, there's a lot of variables. You can be in a room with a ceiling fan, you can have a flickering flame. The black casing. Now, if everything's anchored in the middle and does everything right and your candle burns black, that could be two things. One is the wick that they used. Okay, and two, you might have some kind of trouble. Like I said, I never learned how to read candles. Nobody ever showed me that. So I don't know what to tell you if it burns black. If you get it online, and you check and it's off center, I wouldn't use it. There's many candles. This is one that I've used, and this is what it's supposed to look like now. It's got a heads on it. Let's see what that anchor is. It's got a heads because the wax is dry, but this is going to be crystal clear if the candle burnt right. Another one that I played around with is different colors. Now you can go to hobby stores and buy granulated wax. Okay, it's already dried and stuff. You can use that. Buy your wick. Make sure if you're buying a wick, it's the plastic type wick, or the coated wick like this one is. Stay away from the organic, what they call hep wicks. It's a roll. I've used that, and that shit burns wild. It burns black, it burns hot, flame, no matter what. Let's try to stay away from that. Now the powdered ones, you can buy different colors if you want to make a multi-layer candle. Anchor your wick, pour your first layer of color that you want to use, add your essential oils to it, sprinkle your herbs, and just keep going in levels until you're finished. The thing what I found out about these is you pretty much have to have a good burning wick, or you'll wind up what I call the tunnel effect. See the wick way down there, and a lot of the wax on the side hadn't burnt. That doesn't mean anything is wrong with what you're asking for. It just means that the wick didn't burn to burn all the wax down. You can do it like that if you want to, and you can find the granulated colors at Hobby Lobby, any craft store really that has the setup to make candles. A lot of the places don't sell the glass casings. Okay, what you can do is, if you're going to make your own candles, get a bunch of candles that white will be real good, and just burn them. Don't do nothing, just burn them, let them all burn down. Get a long screwdriver, pop out the bottom anchor, and then cleanse it real good. Okay, and then you have a glass case if you want to make your own candle. But after you're doing all that, of course, you have to put Florida water on it to cleanse it, or rum. This is another candle that I had used. It's the Just Judge candle. Okay, a lot of Hispanics use this. This is used a lot in Santeria for court cases. Now, from a previous video, you can use this Just Judge if you have a problem looming in your life. You can use it and call upon Makafu, and he is also known as a Just Judge. It goes back to a video I just made. That's something, a spirit that you shouldn't be messing with unless you know how to deal with it. Very powerful. He is led by his brother. He is master of the crossroads. As Legba is the day, Metkafu is the night. He holds back the moment of the spirits, the demons. If you call upon him, if you're using a Just Judge candle, all that I can tell you is good luck. All right, that's something you shouldn't be dealing with. If you want to do that, get somebody that's going on and walk you through it. Doesn't tolerate failure, mistakes, stupidity. He can rip you a new ass. Okay. So that's a quick video on how to dress candles. If you have any questions, leave comments at the bottom or give me a call. And as always, like, share, and subscribe.